to the season finale of Game of Thrones. This has been a great game. I've loved it so far. Last episode, I don't think I talked much after the intro. I was just so, like, entranced in this and trying to, get everything, like, in my head, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get everything done. And the game is just so, like, how do I explain it? Like, it's so centrical that, like, it sucks you in, right? So, let's just keep going. I'd fill you in, but, I'd fill you in, but the game will fill you in. So, if you haven't watched any of the other videos, go back and watch them, and then come and watch this one.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
But now I realize it might be far more entertaining to watch Ludd tear you to pieces. Last house standing wins.
You have a good head for Lady Mira. What you need more than anything is an ally.
I have to get in there, Sarah.
Look, I can't get you in. Marjorie's already furious with you. You owe me for this.
You're weak, just like Ethan was, making Duncan his sentinel.
Take this traitor away.
Damien, where are you?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost. Finn!
They're everywhere!
We make for the North Grove!
Let me save your life and our house. Iron from ice, brother. Iron from ice.
And interesting to see how the people will take Asher as their new lord, and as well, they should follow him. The army should follow him. Just wondering if the people will.
Gods.
Can you see anything? Is it the North Grove?
I don't know yet!
The North Grove, beneath the watchful eye of the Ice Dragon.
The Ice Dragon.
So it's underneath the constellation.
The Forest of Sigil. Those look like ironwood trees. Hear the werewolves whisper. Haven't seen any werewolves this far north.
So that must be the Ice Dragon constellation. It's a reference.
That must be it. We're close. I think I found it.
You found it? Are you sure? We can't afford to waste any more time. Not with the condition he's in.
You just have to trust me. I've gotten you this far, haven't I?
Which is nowhere anyone in their right mind would be.
We're close. I know it.
Had to turn off
I
the
believe
AC.
you,
I mean,
Garrett.
it was getting really
I
cold
hope you're
in here.
right. I don't know how much further he can go.
Ice bear.
We need to keep moving. His wound is getting worse.
It burns! It burns like all 7 L's combined!
We weren't complaining about this when you were sitting down.
Listen, Garrett. I know I'm not well. And up here that can get you killed. But you've always been there for me. If anything happens, I want you to leave me. You take Sylvie and don't look back. Promise me, Garrett. I need to know you'll do it.
Sylvie would never stand for it. She'd never leave you behind.
Which is why it'll have to be you, Garrett. I mean this, Garrett. If I'm gone, Sylvie will need someone to look after her. I know she's stubborn and proud, but she's a good person.
You know you can count on me.
Thank you, Garrett. I know she can hold her own, but she's still my little sister.
What are you doing?
I found Nightshade. It's poisonous, but in small doses it can help with pain. It's rare this far north.
We can use the nightshade to make Cotton more comfortable.
Right. It'll help keep him calm too, in the right amount. Luckily, I know how to use it. Can you help?
With what?
See this?
Ice bear.
Whatever made this must be enormous.
The ice bear.
Claw marks. Gods. It's been torn apart. It's not frozen. Must be a fresh kill.
It's a weapon. I called it. It's an ice bear. Looks like ice bear.
Shit! We have to cross the ice! Get Cutter across! I'll hold it off! Go!
Like if you got me so
Garrett, come across!
I feel like we're just gonna be trapped now. Yeah, we're just gonna swim back up and get on land. Oh, that's a lot worse than I thought it was.
Something else. Come on!
That's the secret passage to the North Grove. I want a flashlight. I found it.
You were right, Garrett. has to be the North Grove.
Oh, finally. I knew it. I told you it was real.
I should have had more faith in you. Look! Whoever they are, they can help us.
Hurry!
I knew it. I'm like, bears can swim. Bears are the most deadliest creature on the planet. It's gonna be all the bands of wildlings. That is so. Okay. Oh, okay, there are actually people.
Garrett!
Cotter, I need all your strength. We need to get to that village.
Help us!
Do something!
Hydes.
Wait! No!
Garrett! Tell them!
I was sent here by House Forrester in search of the North Grove!
What if there's like a secret army, like in the North Grove? That'd be cool. So I finally get this. So in this world, there's like two separate like colors. This is gonna be a juicy episode. I can feel it. Is she gonna go back to Ironrath? Just wondering.
What were you thinking? My lady, please. She? Please, Lady Marjorie. Please don't send me back to Highgarden.
Finally, you grace us with your presence. I was beginning to think you'd found someone else to serve.
Sorry if I kept you waiting. I came as quickly as I could, my lady.
I'll get to you in a moment. Do you realize how precarious my position is with Cersei?
Of course, my lady.
Of all the people in King's Landing, you steal from the Queen Regent.
I didn't mean...
Did you know about this? Sarah's been stealing wine. From Cersei, no less.
No, my lady. It doesn't sound like something Sarah would do.
Is that so?
I had no idea.
Really? Half the servants in the keep are talking about it, but somehow you're in the dark? Where's my key? I haven't seen it in weeks, and now my seal is locked in the armoire. Any ideas, Mira? Do you think our thief took that too?
My lady, please. I would never steal from you.
I've yet to meet the thief who'd admit they would.
I have your key, my lady. I was holding onto it for safekeeping.
Oh. Well, at least it's found. I'm sorry. It's not right to accuse without proof. It's just... I need order in my household. Until I'm married to Tommen, I can't afford any more mistakes. I have no choice but to make changes among my handmaidens. Tommen's garden party, Mira. What were you thinking? I can't believe you'd be so irresponsible.
I had urgent business there, my lady. People were counting on me. Otherwise, I would never have disobeyed you.
I'm sure you had your reasons, Mira. You always do. At least you're honest about it. Sarah's been saying some damning things about you, Mira. I suspect in an effort to save her own neck.
My lady, please!
You've said enough. One of you must answer for this. Sarah says you used her to get you into the party. You've been with me a long time, Mira. When I'm queen, I'll need people I can count on. Please, tell me this isn't true.
Please, Mira. I don't deserve to lose my position for this. I'm begging you.
Well, yeah.
Just tell her the truth!
My lady, I'm sorry. Sarah's telling the truth.
This has been building for some time, Mira, but it still breaks my heart. I've been nothing but good to you. I've put up with your schemes. I've even tried to help you and your family where I could.
You didn't help him.
And you repay me with this. I feel betrayed. I won't have it.
You'd have done the same in my position.
Don't tell me what I would or would not do. Consider yourself dismissed from my service.
But my lady...
Get out!
Okay.
Mira, wait! I'm so sorry. She was so angry. I didn't know what else to do. You saved me from being sent home. I can't believe you did that for me. I expected I'd be on my way to Highgarden by now.
You're my friend, Sarah. I look after the people I care about.
Thank you, Mira. I really mean it. I know you didn't have to. I wish things had turned out differently. But I suppose this is goodbye. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure we'll see each other again.
You need to learn to be a better liar if you want to survive. King's Landing is no place for the good-hearted, Sarah.
That may be you, but it's not me.
Then you should think about getting out. As soon as you can.
There's something I need to tell you. Something I heard. There are some vile rumors going on about you.
Rumors?
About you murdering a Lannister guard. I thought you should know.
Thanks, Sarah.
Careful, Mira. You're on your own now.
What is in my hand? Should be. Yeah, we go. Alright, cool.
They're right behind us. Less than half a league.
You were right, my lord.
I know that snot-nosed bastard Griff. He was sent to kill me, not Roderick. He wouldn't run home to his father without trying again. Listen close! I want the road surrounded. Ride hard for Ironrath. Don't turn back. If this goes to hell, they'll need to know about Roderick. Yeah! Lay low and be ready to strike the moment I give the order.
And what order is that, Asher?
Paint the road with their blood.
Seven hells!
Take them! Kill the Foresters!
And not a single casualty, that's like extremely good.
No,
that's
Griff!
Oh, he's a bloody coward.
Your brother was the coward. You should have seen him squeal. Or when Griff gutted him like a pig. My lord.
We're going to kill them all for this.
Roderick.
I wish I had known him, Asher. I'll never get to drink with him, fight by his side, complain about what an arse his little brother is.
Roderick was everything that I'm not. He was shrewd where I'm reckless. He was just. Roderick, he kept this house together through sheer force of will. My brother was a true lord.
They'll sing songs about him someday. But you're the lord here now, like it or not, by the laws of your land. And to these men, you've more than proven yourself.
I'll do what I have to. Till every last Whitehill is dead. After that, we'll see.
Fair enough.
We have to go, my lord. And Lord Whitehill will be on the march.
Let's move!
Asher! Roderick! How could this happen? It makes no sense.
He died a hero.
Gregor was a hero. Ethan was a hero. Now Roderick? It means nothing to me.
It was his sacrifice that enabled us to escape.
The last time I saw him, I stormed out of the room.
Talia, Mother, listen to me. We don't dare take time to mourn. Not yet. Lord is sure to move quickly now. He could be at our gates before nightfall. But there's hope yet! I've brought help! Warriors from across the narrow sea, with no equal in Westeros.
Whatever their skill, they are hardly an army.
My lady, I've seen them twice in battle. I've seen Asher lead them. They're a force to be reckoned with and will be more than equal to whatever Lud could muster.
How can you say that? We've already lost.
What are you talking about?
Ramsay Snow. He came here. He set terms of war. He said the last house standing wins.
And with the Lord of House Forrester dead.
I fear she's right. By the terms put forth by the Boltons, we don't have a claim.
Oh, fuck Ramsay Snow. Fuck the Boltons! This war is not over until I say it is!
Asher will lead us!
Asher is our Lord!
Asher, I wish this were a happier occasion. But this sword has been held by a Forrester Lord for centuries. Now, it is yours. All hail Asher Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, defender of the Ironwood Groves.
My father never trained me to be a lord. This is supposed to be Roderick's sword! But I was trained to fight. By the gods, I will defend my father's house to the last breath. House Forrester will prevail this day!
He's lying. Look at him. He's a crow. He wasn't sent here by anyone. Never seen a crow this far north of the wall. Must be a deserter. I don't trust fucking deserters. And you're traveling with a wildling. All the more reason not to trust you.
We're not your enemy.
Says the man who wounded my bear, who came here uninvited. I could have killed you out there, as easily then as I could now.
He's a warg.
The bear likes your kind in less than I do, so I suggest you shut your mouth. Your blade pierced his shoulder, and I felt the pain as if it were mine. You couldn't possibly understand what that's like. But I could make you understand.
Enough, Josra. He claims to serve House Forrester. Anyone could say as much. What proof do you have? If you'd have us believe it's not a lie.
I was given this by Talia Forrester before I left.
It's the Forrester sigil, made from ironwood.
Paridais.
You trust this crow?
That necklace is Forrester Ironwood. No one else could craft it as well.
My friend is wounded.
He won't live long without our help. Hyvis.
Wait! Where are you taking him?
Who is this girl? Is she a prisoner?
I promised to protect her.
A wildling girl.
I swore nothing bad would happen to her.
I told you we couldn't trust him.
My name is Elsera Snow. This is my brother Josra.
What is this place?
A refuge against the forces of darkness during the long night. A place of great power to those who know how to use it. I assume that's why you're here.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
House Forrester is in great danger. The Boltons are the Wardens of the North now. Ever since Lord Gregor fell at the Twins, the White
What do you
Hills...
mean? Since Lord Gregor fell?
Lord Gregor was slain at the Twins months ago, betrayed by Walder Frey. You didn't know? Of course. How could you?
He has no idea who we are.
Why would he?
You're right. He's just a messenger. All he did was use some ironwood necklace they gave him. Why should we trust him with anything? They clearly didn't.
Lord Gregor was willing to trust me. If he was, then you can too.
He wasn't the best judge of character.
Perhaps Lord Gregor never told anyone.
I wouldn't be surprised. Better to hide his shame where no one could find out. Whites.
Gregor went senden Gjonen.
What about them?
Hiftanis.
What? No! Let me go!
Did they teach you to fight at Castle Black? I hope they did. Otherwise, you're likely to die.
I'll do whatever you need me to do.
Good.
This place is evil, Garrett. I can feel it. There's something wrong with these people. Those warriors. They're not normal freefolk.
Sorry.
Not like any I've ever seen.
Ready!
Aye.
Lady Mira! Wait!
Tom! What is it?
Guards! They're searching your room.
Break it down! Search the place!
They're coming after us for the murder.
The knife is in there.
We should have gotten rid of that ages ago. Come on, we can't stay here.
What's going on, Tom? Sarah said she'd heard rumors about me.
It's all over the keep, milady. They're saying you take Lannister men to your bed and murder them in their sleep.
What? That's ridiculous.
It'd be ridiculous, milady, if soldiers weren't smashing in your door. They're saying you killed that Lannister guard. There's more. Someone sent the captain of the guard a message about you. Dropped off at the guardhouse.
You mean someone's plotting against me? What was in the message?
Murder accusations, most likely. Whoever's behind this, they're making their move now. If those guards catch you, if they catch us, we've got to stay close to Lady Marjorie. They won't touch us if we're with her.
Lady Marjorie dismissed me. For good.
What? What for?
It's not important. Just... we can't count on her.
We've had it, Lady Mira.
Calm down. Panicking isn't going to help.
Those guards won't stop until they find someone for Damien's death. What are we going to do, Lady Mira? How are we getting out of this one?
Don't worry, Tom. We'll figure out who's behind this. We've managed to get this far, haven't we?
You're right, Lady Mira. But we ain't faced nothing like this. But I don't know how to aid you now. Tell me and I'll help you. Whatever it is, we can't stay here.
I need allies, Tom. Allies with real power. If I can get an audience with Cersei, maybe she'll put a stop to this.
I don't like it. But I can get her a message if it's what you want. In the meantime, there's a collier store by the river gate. On Muddy Way. Meet me there.
Who's there? Show yourself, or it'll be worse for you.
Get to the colliers. Tell Godwin I sent you. Goodbye, Lady Mira.
The coal boy? Take it!
Mira told us he was gathering an army. We have heard that Thancred's not bigger, but we can't fight that.
He doesn't expect us to. He's trying to frighten us into surrender. I want every bolt aimed at Lord Whitehill the moment he appears. Ryan! Crossbows up!
Asher Forrester!
Show your face, boy!
Ryan!
He's frightened, Father. Anya!
Well, Lord, you must not have much faith in this army of yours, if you feel the need to hide by my little brother.
You mistake me, Forrester. Ryan is here for your protection, to stop you from being stupid. You see, I'm here to end this once and for all. You got your little revenge on my men, but it's time you listen to reason. I could ram your gates down and kill every last one of you. Or we could end the bloodshed here and now. This war is over, Asher. It ended the moment Roderick fell. By Ramsay's rules, I'm the victor here. This will all be mine now. One way or another.
You put too much stock in Ramsay's terms, Lord. Terms set by a madman. Terms that I never agreed to.
You really think Lord Ramsay will ask if you're in favor of his terms? Before flaying you alive for breaking them?
Let's put all this ugliness behind us. I'm willing to talk terms of your surrender.
Surrender?
Open your halls and bend the knee as my bannermen. You continue to produce ironwood, under my supervision, of course. And you will join your house to mine, for all to see, by wedding my Gwyn.
Well, fuck me.
Asher, you can't!
That would be easier to believe coming from Gwyn herself. Where is she?
Far away from all this, of course. Besides, I speak on her behalf as her father. I would just as happily kill you all and be done with it. But I'm very generously giving you a way to keep your bloody lives. Oh, one last thing. As a show of my goodwill, I've brought home the body of your lord. Your brother was too stubborn to know when it was over.
Roderick, let me see him. I want to see my brother.
I'm sure your people will be relieved to keep their lives.
A surprisingly honorable gesture, Lord.
Of course it was. You have an hour. I'll be waiting in my camp.
No!
I'm sorry, little brother.
I've buried too many sons.
You deserved more days than what you were given, brother. And a better death than this. The world is colder for your passing.
Forgive me, I just... Perhaps the time has come to truly let this bloodshed end. We simply accept. We bow our heads and Asher marries Gwyn.
Craven,
It's not the worst terms I've ever heard.
I may have loved Gwyn once, but this isn't real. A lord will have my head the moment Gwyn produces an heir.
There will be no marriage. If we bow our heads now, we'll always be his slaves.
We have to kill them, Asher.
Aye, piss on surrender. Let's ride out and kill them all.
Aye. We ride for war!
We ride! Spill their blood! Believe me, I want to kill every last fucking one of them.
But we just don't have the numbers.
Unless we take them on our terms, inside our walls. Lord rules that house with an iron fist. His sons, his bannermen, do nothing without his say-so. There may be 500 men outside that wall. Without Lord of the League...
They'll scatter like chickens with their heads cut off.
That's good, but how? Ludd will not simply cast aside his men and offer his neck. Such a task is easily said, but Ludd is wary.
Simple. We tell Lord exactly what he wants to hear. We invite him inside to celebrate, and drink to our union.
And then?
An ambush. Your pit fight is hidden until the last moment.
No, an ambush is too chaotic. Things could go badly quickly. Ludd could escape.
There's another way. Poison. In his wine.
A woman's weapon.
Yes, and a good one. Lethal and direct.
Neither plan is high risk. We only lure Ludd inside if the whole family is there to sell it. Talia and Ryan will both be in danger.
We're already in danger. I'll be there, Duncan. I'll pour the wine myself.
Poison is dog shit. You're here for revenge. You want him to choke on your blade, not his vomit.
But in ambush, there's no way to control. Everything could go wrong.
Poison is targeted. Ludd will be the first to fall.
I'm sure I have such a toxin in my stores.
No. I came here to wet my sword in Westerosi blood. It's what you promised us.
We're at a crossroads, my lord. We have to make a choice.
These are the only options on the table.
Asher is our lord now. The decision is yours.
I understand the risks. But an ambush is the best way to kill as many Whitehills as possible.
Then we have a plan.
Whatever happens to me, I need you to get Ryan out alive. As soon as we move on, Lord.
Not a problem. You know you're the only family I've ever had. That makes Ryan my brother too.
I won't forget this.
I've forgotten the number of times I've heard you say that.
I've said that before.
We will avenge Roderick's death tonight, whatever it takes.
Send word to Ludd. We'll drink this night to the prosperous future of our united houses.
She's left the key! Search the area!
Lady Mira!
There she is! Take her!
What's all this?
Lord Morgren. How lovely to run into you.
Mira Forrester! You're coming with us.
My good sirs, there's no need for that. Surely you have more dangerous criminals to deal with than Lady Marjorie's handmaiden.
We have orders from Captain Lucan to...
Let me worry about Lucan. You worry about buying yourselves a few tankards. On me. Thank you for keeping our city safe. Can I take you somewhere, Lady Mira?
The Rivergate. Thank you.
The Rivergate! Quick as you can! What's going on, Mira? Is there a problem? Maybe I can help.
Someone's plotting against me.
Plotting? What do you mean?
They're spreading malicious rumors. And worse, they've set the guard after me.
I see. That is worrying indeed. Clearly you've made powerful enemies here in King's Landing. Although, you've made short work of one of them, at least. I hear Lord Andros has found a home in the Black Cells. I'm impressed. It seems he took on the wrong handmaiden, and lost.
Andros was just the beginning. I plan to destroy anyone in my way.
Of course, now that you've gotten rid of my biggest competitor, all kinds of opportunities have opened up. Particularly in your part of the Seven Kingdoms. The Ironwood market is wide open. A lot of gold to be made.
And I plan to take full advantage.
A bold claim for a handmaiden on the run from the guard. You're clever, Mira. Identifying Andros as our common enemy while approaching me as a partner. You showed an understanding of King's Landing that took me years to gain. Of course, I knew you'd be a problem when we first met. Imagine a handmaiden stealing the Crown's Ironwood contract from under my nose. That's why I bribed that Lannister guard to kill you. Don't look so surprised. You must have known you'd become a target sooner or later. Killing Lannister guards does not go unnoticed. At me. That may have been your only mistake. After Ludd takes Ironmouth, he and I will control the Ironwood trade entirely. You've been very helpful, Mira, but it's time to get you out of the way. Can't have you complicating things.
You're making a mistake, Morgryn. Ludd will turn on you the first chance he gets. You're a fool if you don't see that.
Tell me, Mira, who is the fool here? You or I? We've arrived. Now get out of my fucking litter!
Lucan, fancy coming across you here. I seem to have found something you're looking for.
That you have, my lord. I've been searching for this murderer a long time. Finally, I got her.
You've got the wrong person. I've done nothing wrong.
Shut your liar's mouth. It's time you answered for your crimes.
Take her to the cells. Chin up, Mira. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, the headsman will be quick.
Forgive my brother's temper. It's said over time wargs adopt the traits of their animal. And your news was unexpected. You see, Gregor Forrester was our father, and we are his bastards. I doubt anyone knows. It was his dark secret, and he feared his family would find out.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
I suppose. Josra would say he banished us to hide his shame. But I like to think it's because he knew what we were, that he was protecting us in his own way. We thought one day Gregor would come and see everything we've built. But instead it was you. You are the first to arrive. It must have been a difficult journey. Few try, and fewer still live to tell about it.
I fought the Freys. I fought the dead. It wasn't easy, but I've endured worse.
I can tell. Not many can survive this far north of the Wall. But here you are. Our father entrusted us with protecting the North Grove. That has always been our purpose. But we've learned there's a power here, Garrett. A power we've only just begun to understand. Winter is coming, and we haven't much time.
Gregor ven Fionden Bjorne Sager ven Svealoden Mopre befastan.
Did you know him? Maybe I'm wrong, but you keep looking at him.
He was my friend. His name was Finn. He was here because of me. I let him join when we left Castle Black.
That was his choice. It's not your fault.
Now his watch has ended.
You fought well, for a crow.
I saved your life.
I wouldn't go that far. Although I admit, you can fight. Maybe they did teach you something at Castle Black.
Is that your way of thanking me?
Maybe I was wrong about you. We'll see. Killing them I don't mind. It's the burning that stays with you. You'll never forget that stench.
Did you see what they just did? They don't care about their own.
My sister has trained them well. Emotion is a weakness, according to her.
There's something off about them. I'm not sure what.
They've been trained to fight. Nothing else matters but that. They're more my sister's doing, not mine.
The Whites grow bolder by the day. Ever since the Wildling tribes went south with Mance Rayder.
I need to go back.
How did you command them? The warriors?
I told you. There's a power here. I should return to the village.
Fulgor Vysenir. Did you not hear me? Fulgoren! Suna!
What?
Wait! Fulgor Vysenir.
You're losing control.
What was that?
It's blood magic. The more she uses it, the weaker she becomes. And they can sense it. Elsera's a fool to keep taking these risks. One day, they'll kill us all if we're not careful.
Is there some way to help her?
She is convinced her blood magic is the only way to protect the North Grove, that her warriors are the answer. But she can't control it. I worry about her. It's more dangerous than she knows. She was right about one thing, though. The Whites are growing bolder. And the worst is yet to come. Now that my father's dead, there's no reason to stay. That's why he sent you, isn't it? To bring us back to Ironrath. To crush our enemies south of the Wall.
You're right. House Forrester needs our help. We could return south.
Think of what we could do. I'm sure we could convince Elsera to join us. You said yourself, House Forrester is in danger. This is our chance to do something about it.
Where's Sylvie?
Never trust a fucking wildling.
Jailer! Please.
Shut it!
Please come here! Hello? Excuse me?
What do you want? Can you get me out of here? Because if not, I don't want to know.
Hey! No talking!
Jailer! Jailer, come over here!
Oh, don't you start again.
Why don't you come here for a moment? We can have a little chat about it.
Gods, woman, I said shut it! Or I will come in there, and you won't like what happens.
Well, what do you want then? Tell me! Please! I'll do anything. Just tell me!
Before the day's over, they'll take us straight to the block. So don't give me that look. You can leave the judgment to the Father, whatever gods you believe in.
I wasn't giving you any look.
Don't deny it. I saw the disgust in your eyes. As if you never did anything you were ashamed of. I have a son. A little baby boy. I think of the smell of his skin. His tufts of brown hair. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing. Just to hold him again. You think I give two shits about your judgment? What would you do in my place? I'll never see him again.
People will tell your son about you. Stories about what you were in life. Give him a story he can be proud of.
But you've no idea what I've done.
Doesn't matter what we've done. All that matters now is what we do next.
Mira, making friends already, I see.
Be quick. We'll be coming back for her next.
For your trouble.
What? Nothing to say?
Block will do that to you.
They'll be here for you soon. You don't have much time.
What are you doing here, Morgren? Come to rub your triumph in my face.
Far from it, Lady Mira. I've come to make you an offer. I was thinking about what you said, and I've come to the conclusion you're right. Ludd will likely betray me the first chance he gets, and I realized I'd overlooked something of great value. Your name. I want you as my wife.
Your wife? Do you do all your wooing in cells? I'm new to courting, but I imagine less violence and intimidation.
Wars are won and lost in the marriage bed, Mira. Kingdoms too. And I want my own kingdom. I'll start with an old and noble house, with a keep, like Ironrath. It may not be the grandest castle in Westeros, but it's a start.
Why would I do that? What's in it for me?
You keep your head, of course, and I'll get you out of here. But if you don't value that, think of your bloodline, your precious Forrester legacy. This is your chance to make sure it carries on.
What are you talking about?
2 of your brothers are already dead. That idiot Ludd will take care of the rest. One way or another. And it won't take me long to get rid of the harebrained fool myself. I'm sorry, Mira. None of your family will survive. Ironrath will fall to you. And through marriage, it will become mine. A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
Until I cut your throat in your sleep.
Doubtless you'd try, given half the chance. But you won't be. It's fitting our betrothal begins in a cell. I'd say it's a perfect symbol for the rest of your life. Well, perhaps not literally. If you play your part and produce my heirs. The murder of a Lannister guard can't go unpunished. But I can get you out of here, Mira. One word from me, that Cole boy takes your place on the block.
Tom!
All you have to do is agree to marry me. You'll give up your power. You'll give up your ancestral home. But you'll be alive. So, Mira, what do you say?
You will never have Ironrath. And you will never have me.
What? You fool!
I'd rather die.
Fine. Have it your way.
She won't get far. Not out here.
Let me go!
Sylvie!
He's my brother! I wasn't finished!
When you're finished here, come see me. There's something I must show you.
I don't trust these people, Garrett. Which was why I had to see Cotter. He's not well. And he won't live much longer.
I need to see him. Is he in there?
There's a reason I wanted to talk to you. I need you to do something for me. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, Garrett. Just to ease his pain, but... that's when they found me. The Nightshade. I need you to be the one to end his suffering.
What?
It's our way, Garrett. You have to feed it to him. I'm trusting you to do this, Garrett. You're the only one who can.
Are you sure this is what Cotter would want?
I know he would. We'd never let free folk suffer. You'll see. He's in so much pain.
I did everything within my power to help your friend. But I'm afraid it's too late. Nothing can save him now.
Sylvie told me.
Nightshade? What are you going to do with that? You realize it's deadly. And has no place in here.
That's between me and Cotter.
I don't know what that wildling told you. But that will kill him and taint his blood.
Garrett, is that you? It's me, Cotter. I'm here. Where's Sylvie? I want to see her. Where is she? Did something happen to her? Don't worry, she's right outside. She sent me to help you. I thought they took her away. Remember your promise, Garrett. You have to protect Sylvie. Cotter! I can't bear it anymore!
He's been incredibly brave. A lesser man would have died days ago. But I suppose you already knew that about him.
Cotter's a fighter. Always has been.
I can see that. But now you can use his death to give his life meaning. This was always intended for my father. It's a sacred symbol of the power of the North Grove. Forged from iron, the handle made with ironwood from this very tree. In my father's absence, you speak for House Forrester. It seems only right that you should have this now. You're here for a reason, Garrett. It's no accident they sent you.
I promise. I'll make Lord Forrester proud.
I know you'll do what's necessary. Your friend is dying, but his life is too valuable to waste. Give me his heart. His beating heart. And his death can have meaning. We can use it for a greater purpose, Garrett. An ancient ritual to help harness the power of the North Grove.
But...
we must do this, Garrett. I fear what might happen if we don't.
His beating heart? This is madness.
Not madness. Necessity. Madness would be letting the North Grove fall. You saw what happened after the fight. My warriors, they're pulling away. Please, I need you to do this. For me, for the North Grove.
Ready. Garrett. Can't take it any longer.
End his suffering. Use his life to make us strong, Garrett. Give him that poison, and his blood will be useless.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Cotter's my friend. I wouldn't be here if not for him. And I have to respect what Sylvie asked me to do.
Then so be it. Fulgorn Bisoneer. We must burn the body.
Your fighters are in place, my lord. Once they're all seated at the table, give the signal to strike.
Remember, no matter how much they might provoke you, we must let them think they've won. That's them. Here we go.
Gwyn.
Clever. Send the girl first. Don't let her play with your head, little brother.
Lady Forrester. My apologies for arriving unannounced. I was hoping I might have a word in private with Asher. I think we can agree these are not ideal circumstances.
Agreed.
But these are the circumstances we find ourselves in. I know how you must feel, Asher. What your family has suffered, it's unimaginable.
Which is why the bloodshed must stop.
I agreed to your father's terms, didn't I?
You did. But I know you, Asher. You're not the one to roll over so easily. You don't like being pushed into a corner. It's not in your nature.
Things are different now. I'm different now. But you have nothing to worry about.
You were always a terrible liar. You have to understand. I've risked everything to bring peace between our houses. To meet with Roderick in secret. To tell him of the traitor within these very walls. To make sure no harm came to Ryan as our ward. All while persuading my father that bloodshed would end if we were to wed. I have no ulterior motive, no hidden agenda. Just peace, once and for all.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust your father. He ordered the ambush. He'd just as soon slit my throat as see us wed.
That was before. My father would never betray my trust. Truth be told, my father's scared of you.
Is he?
With Roderick, he knew who and what he was dealing with. But you, he thinks you're dangerous. You proved as much when you attacked his men.
They came after us.
I know. And that's all in the past now, I promise. We can make this work, Asher. This is our one chance. Together we can control the future of our houses. Just promise me, when my father and brother walk through that door, nothing will happen that could threaten that future. Our future. I need your assurance. Nothing will happen.
And at this point, it's in the hands of the gods.
Begging your pardon, my lord. I'm afraid Lady Forrester requires your help.
Of course.
I should go.
What help does my mother need?
Sorry, my lord. It was the best I could think of. But we have everything in place. How should we proceed?
The plan is off. I'm gonna marry Gwyn.
Of course, my lord. I will see to it at once.
Alyssa, I'm sorry it's come to this, but at least it's done.
Where's my son?
Right to it, then.
Mother!
Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby.
Enough blubbering! You can have him back when we've hammered out the details of your surrender.
Lord Whitehill.
Asher. Now, who'd ever have imagined this? You welcoming me into your hall to drink your wine and call me father. I thought I'd seen the last of you when Gregor shipped you off to the other side of the bloody world.
You honor us, Lord Whitehill, with your presence. And with this union.
Honor you? I didn't take you for an arse-licker, Forrester.
Father, don't bicker. Asher's showing you respect.
Somehow, I doubt it.
Would you like to sit down, Lord Whitehill?
Aye. And get me something to drink. I'm bloody parched.
We thought you'd like to sit here, Lord Whitehill.
I'll sit there. Thank you very much. In the Lord's chair. It's not like your father wanted your worthless ass in it.
Our hall is yours, Lord Whitehill. Make yourself comfortable.
Of course it's my bloody hall. But you're too ready to give it over. Your false smiles don't fool me, Forrester.
Calm down, Father. Asher's just showing you the respect you deserve.
Asher, what's going on? Our opportunity is slipping away.
I've made up my mind. I'm gonna marry Gwyn.
What? Why would you do such a thing? We had a plan. Now everything is at risk.
There's been enough killing, Mother. The bloodshed ends here.
Asher. Is everything all right? Fine, thank you. You cannot let this happen. I refuse to stand by and watch you throw away everything.
What are you two on about? I thought this was a celebration. Yet here you are, bickering like children. Over what?
Father.
I will not be silenced! Something's not right.
I'm sure Asher can explain. Everything's fine, right?
I'm afraid my mother isn't feeling well.
This will be the ruin of our house.
That's enough, Mother! They betrayed you! Duncan! Get my family out of here! Forrester scum! Forrester scum! Run out of words, Griff. That must be a first.
Could have been so different.
My lord, the Whitehill force is upon us.
It's a trap! They're trying to kill us! Kill them all! Kill the fucking Foresters! Take down the gate!
We can't fight that many! We're doomed! If they breach the gate, we're done for! We can't fight the entire Whitehill army! My lord, your wound. Get them to safety. Of course.
I won't abandon you, not again.
Please, Mother. Asher! Our lord is here! Proud to your lord! He's here! My lord, your command. We have to retake the gate!
We have to retake the gate! Butcher those bastards!
This is the war you promised, Petterosi!
It's not over yet!
Asha!
Forrester, you've come a long way to die. Let's see you live up to your reputation.
Let go of my son!
Forrester!
My son.
ice. My lord, we have to get you out of here!
I'll be damned if I let another lord die on my watch.
I can't run.
You must survive, Asher. For the house.
For all of us in port this day.
Now!
That's not the end, right? It can't be the end. No, that's not. No. Okay. This is really progressing really quickly. I don't know how they're going to wrap this all up, like in 30, 45 minutes. Unless this is like an extremely long episode.
You did the right thing.
I did what I had to do.
He was your friend.
I'm just wondering how this is all going to end. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know how. I don't see a way that it'll work out. I just don't.
Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming, and we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironrath. It may already be lost.
Gregor trusted you for a reason. You know defending House Forrester is the right thing to do.
You're the one they sent, Garrett. You should be the one to decide.
House Forrester needs our help. So we'll gather our forces and march south. May the gods guide us and protect us.
So let's take a roll call here. Duncan's dead. Maester, I don't know if Maester's dead. No, Sir Royland's in prison. Roderick's now dead.
Of the king,
The
I
mother's
hereby
dead.
sentence you to death.
And we're gonna get some I'm gonna die. Official. Accepted it. It's okay. I understand. It's cool. I mean, well, it's not really cool, but, you know. I get it. I get why. I understand. Yeah, I get it. It's okay. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Cool with dying. It's alright.
Bring forth the next prisoner.
Hola, hey.
This young woman is accused of murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to her crimes?
I will speak to them. This woman is a traitor and a murderer!
Kill her! She's
A
innocent!
disgrace to her family name!
Mira Forrester, in the sight of gods and men, and in the name of the king, I sentence you to die.
Shame! Kill her!
If you have final words, speak them now.
She's innocent! Iron from ice! Afraid! She's innocent! Oh, noble death!
Kneel.
Not getting down to this one. I'm dead. There's no way. I can't get out of this one. Just give me a good haircut. No. No. Okay, it's not the end. It's not the end yet. Not yet. Not yet. He's gonna take over the house with Asher. That's gonna be great. Or if Garrett, like, becomes head of the house, that'd be, like, sick. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Because we started the game with Garrett. I think it'd be kind of cool if we ended the game with him. Well, other than Asher, I mean, he's the last one. So. Episode is hitting me right. I love it. I love this episode. Best episode of the season. How we cranked it up from like, it was like last episode was like, it's like a 4 on the intensity scale, and then like it just bumped way up to like an 11, like an 8 at the end of the last episode, and now this episode is just like a 14. It's just like
House
insane.
Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists.
What?
And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wanted to make sure they bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Bold. With some parasite by his side. As if I'd come to negotiate. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. Grandmother, that day Cersei dragged her before the throne. She claimed loyalty to me, right in front of her. But then she had the audacity to go behind my back and meet with Tyrion when I'd clearly forbade it. And that day she pushed me to ask Joffrey for help when he ripped my dress. It was bold, I'll give her that. But I can't forgive that she used me. And now, with all that's happened to her, who knows what else Mira was doing without my knowledge? Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
I saw something of myself in Garrett Tutt. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He gave me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. Yet before a day was out, a brother was dead at the foot of the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger. And it cost me. Whatever happened up there,
A man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Roderick. Back from the Twins with his balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitetail beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself. But he didn't even have the courage to stab me with my own blade. But then, he jabbed out that fourth-born's eye. I was rather starting to like him. A shame he didn't last longer. Roderick. A savior who couldn't save anyone.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandine. He was cocky, surely, but he wasn't uncharming. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. And he impressed me. He followed my every command, despite what it cost him with his companion. For that, he earned my help and my respect.
Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sera to protect herself, but instead, what she did took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honor intact. Mira proved that, but at so high a cost.
I could have told you this story wasn't going to have a happy ending. Roderick dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I know these Forresters. If they had any sense, they'd know when to bend the knee and live to see another day. They were clever, I'll give them that, but far too sentimental. Ruled by emotion when they should have been smart. Instinctive instead of shrewd. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
What? So, what about... what? That doesn't make it... No. No. What is going on? No way.
Asher?
Asher. Headphones back on. Headphones back on. Not doing.
We have to hurry. I saw what you were trying to do. They wouldn't listen to reason.
Well, no,
we
my
will
mom,
overcome this.
Killed. Attempted. How did you... She just gave him a scratch on the face. Why don't you go in for the kill? I'm just confused. I just don't know. I just don't. So, wait. So is there going to be a season 2? I'm gonna go take a time out. I'm kind of done with this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in my room for a while. Is it supposed to end? I'm gonna look it up. I don't know. Yeah. That game, that messed me up. This episode messed me up. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys later. I just need some time by myself.